Okay, so in this example, we're taking a look at a compound statement involving a biconditional, and it says not P and Q, parentheses, if and only if not Q and R. So the first thing we have to notice is that this is a truth table involving P, Q, and R, so we need to set it up properly. So as you can see, I've set it up already. We have for P, as always, 4 true, 4 false. Q is going to be 2 true, 2 false, and then R is going to be true, false, alternating. So that's how we have to set this up. Now we're going to work on the top row, and then we can fill in the rest of the table when we're done. So the next thing that we're going to need is we're going to need not P, certainly, and we're going to need not Q as well. Those are 2 pieces that we need here. Once we have not P, we can look at not P and Q. And once we have not Q, we can take a look at not Q and R, and those are our 2 sets of parentheses. Once we have each of those set of parentheses, we can look at the biconditional in between them, again, where the first set is this parentheses and the second one is this set of parentheses. So let's fill in some of this. Not P and not Q are the easiest, so let's go ahead and do this now. So as you can see, I filled them in. Not P is just the opposite of P, so it's 4 false and 4 true. Not Q is just the opposite of Q, so it's 2 false and 2 true. Now that we have that, we can take a look at not P and Q. Now, as a reminder, we are looking at this column, which is not P, and we are looking at this column, which is Q, and we're looking at and. And, if you remember, and is always has to be 2 true in order for it to be true. So we're ignoring the other columns. We're only looking at this column here of Q and not P, and we're going to find when we have 2 true in order to make it true. So let's see. True, false, true, false, 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 false. Here we have true, true, and here also we have true, true. That means that those 2, because they're both true, are going to be true. Let's continue down the line. We have false, true, and so none of the other ones are going to be true, and so the rest of these here are going to be false, and we can fill in the rest of this column. Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and let's take a look at not Q and R. So not Q and R means we're going to be looking at not Q, and we're going to be looking at R. Those are the 2 columns that we need to focus on. Again, it's and, so we need both of them to be true. So let's work our way down. We have true, false, false, false. Here we have true, true, so let's fill that in as being true. Let's continue. False, true, true, false, 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 and here is our other one, true, true, so we're going to fill that in as being true. The rest of this column, therefore, is going to be false. So let's fill those in, and we are almost done. We can now take a look at the very last thing we need, which is the biconditional between the 2 columns that we have in red. So that would be this column here, as well as this column here. Those are the 2 columns we're comparing. The rule for the biconditional, as a reminder, is they both have to be the same in order for it to be true. So let's see what we've got. False, false. They're the same, so it's true. False, false. They're the same, so it's true. False, true. They're not the same. False, false. They're the same, so it's true. True, false, not the same. True, false, not the same. False, true, not the same. False, false, they are the same, and so it is true as well. We can now fill in the rest of this column as being false, and now our truth table is complete with the very last column being the answer to the truth table.